Dino, Jack and Ash.
Good morning, gang. Gardner did her Iron Woman, Iron Man. What's it called, Jackie? What do I call it?
I think it's an Iron Man.
Yep.
She did that yesterday. I saw pictures on Instagram of how she looked after doing it, and she looked incredible. I was shocked. I was like, you don't look like you've sweat an ounce. Her lashes were intact. That was actually my biggest takeaway, that she did it in lashes. She looked great, and she did an amazing job. I believe it was just over 5 hours.
Shit.
And he was telling me. So she's taking a well-earned morning off.
Wow, man. That's amazing.
Only 15 shows left with us, but hey.
Yeah,
What's one less? Don't worry, babe.
Yeah, but if you go to Ash's Instagram, you can have a look. It's pretty cool. She's, you're right. She looks like she hasn't done run a meter.
No. And also, I'm so happy for her that it was yesterday morning and not this morning, because driving in, I thought of her and I was like, that would be grim.
I hope there's not much. There'll be more flooding and stuff. This rain's crazy.
It seems pretty hectic. I can't hear storms from my place, from my apartment, but Brodie was saying that it was extremely loud overnight.
Right. Yeah, I flew out of Sydney yesterday and it was an electrical storm. I thought my little Rex plane was going to fall out of the goddamn sky.
You want a little one?
Like a medium one. One of those Rex boys.
How good.
Yeah.
How is Rex? Did you get Rex to Reg Room?
I got Rex to Reg Room for $15. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Like Melbourne to Sydney. Rex isn't bad.
I love that.
What happened with you? You saw Dua Lipa, you son of a bitch.
Yes, I might tell you about it next, because it was quite an experience. And you were in Sydney for a wedding. You look sharp.
Yeah. I was in the bush in Sydney getting my cousin married. And there were horny kangaroos in the bush, as the ranger warned us not to stray too far into the bush. Otherwise, you might see some stuff you won't forget.
Or feel some stuff.
Correct, yeah. Stay safe in these very dodgy conditions this morning on the road. It is the early show, and on the weekend, Dua Lipa, who we just played, smashed her concerts, I'm told. Did you go to any of the gigs, Jack?
I didn't, because obviously you and I, as we've spoken about, saw her at the Palais.
Yeah.
So I didn't get tickets on Friday or Saturday night. I was kind of hoping, obviously in radio, sometimes we get offered tickets from the label.
Last minute.
I was hoping I'd get offered some last minute tickets, but then I was like, you know what? The promoter or the publicist probably saw that you and I went.
Yeah.
So I was at the bottom of the list.
God damn.
So I didn't want to be sneaky and ask again, but I feel like she's really taken over Melbourne, because I saw she was out in Fitzroy or in Collingwood Friday or Saturday.
Well, where in Collingwood?
At a little, I think it was a Mexican restaurant, like a little one that I'd not heard of.
Right.
And then so last week, a mate who's like a promoter at the Club Electric messaged me saying they're holding a private event, kind of, I think it was sort of, not sponsored, but organised by Jean-Paul Gaultier, a brand. And he's like, you're invited +1. It's a private closed event. I said, great. And then Saturday, I was like, can I bring an extra mate? He goes, nope, it's super strict. Numbers are really limited.
Yep.
And they'd said in the invite that people like Dua Lipa and Jacquemus, who's a designer, and people like that had attended these events around the world, because they do them everywhere. So in my head, I was like, hang on, it's her last show Saturday night in Melbourne. I wonder if she'll go out after. So we get there super,
What time? What time did you get
about 10.
Yep.
And it was a lot of fun. It was decked. They dressed Electric up. It's Electric Ladyland for those that might have been there over the years. They dressed it up with like things hanging from the ceiling, and it looked a little bit extra than it normally does.
A bit Moulin Rouge-y?
Yeah, it was very much so. And then at midnight, there was a bit of commotion in the middle of the club.
Yes.
So I was like, I said to my mate Cam, let's get over there. I can feel it. She's coming. Like, she's going to be here.
You felt a presence.
And one of my friends, actually, Honna, who's a dancer, was there. And I was like, you're not usually here. And then she's like, oh, I'm here with some of Dua's backup dancers. I said, okay, so she's coming. So where she, lo and behold, comes up the steps, turns around, and the club just erupts.
Like Jesus walks in.
It's like the Seas party.
Yes.
Jesus walks through, and it was so nice to see her, even with just like a club of a few hundred people, like losing their minds. She had the biggest smile on her face.
Yes.
And went straight up to sort of the main booth. She was there with all of her backup dancers. Her mum and dad were there. Her hot dad.
Yeah, her hot dad. Did you have a crack?
No, I did.
No?
I wish.
Okay.
It was a real miss by me.
Yeah?
I think I was past the point of that, though. Like, I was just too drunk.
Could you have chatted to the hot dad if you wanted to?
I could have, and that's the other thing. Yes, there was a bit of an area, but she wasn't. Like, people were up against her, filming her. She was dancing with a glass on her head, posing for photos. She did a full album dump on her Instagram of being at the club, which is pretty sick for a Melbourne club. But she was dancing with everyone she just seemed like a normal, fun chick.
Yep.
And her mum and dad were great. Her dancers were really cool. One of her dancers kept sort of coming into the main area dancing. My favourite part, though, is at 3:30 when the lights come on, which is always a bit of a...
It's confronting.
It's a humbling moment.
Oh, boy.
In the evening.
Yeah.
What they did was put the lights on, then security coming up saying, everyone out. And I turn around and I just look behind me, lock eyes with someone, and it's this girl vaping in the smokers area.
Yep.
And it was Dua with her mum and dad. So I think what they'd done is they'll hide her in the smokers, get everyone out, and then let her go. But I got down to the bottom of the steps of Electric. I'm like, surely there's a Sprinter van or something here to collect her.
Yeah.
But there was nothing. What? So I'd like to think that she just jumped in a Camry in an Uber back to her hotel.
So old Dua was having a chewing on a vape at the end of the night like any normal person.
Just a normal gal. And the Instagrams on her page really capture like what the evening was like. She was just awesome, a legend. She just seemed really normal and cool.
Mate, your mate from Electric must be chuffed.
I know.
How good.
What a good get.
Sue in Bentley, how was your weekend? Did you see Dua Lipa like Jackie did at a club?
No. Well, we stayed at a reindeer farm up in Nearham's house and went to a wedding in New G, so...
Pretty similar, Jackie.
Thank you.
And Luke, did you see Dua Lipa at a club like Jack?
I didn't see her at a club. I seen her in a concert, and bro, she was spectacular. She was amazing.
Really? I don't know. I know you didn't actually watch any of the T20 World Cup, Jackie. You didn't really give a shit. But last night the final was on, and the Pakistan-England game, it was so good. Like, the G was packed. The Pakistan crowd were unbelievable. They're infectious.
Yeah, right.
You can't help but get on board.
How come we don't see it or hear about it? Were there 80,000 people there again?
I think they would have been up there. It looked chockers.
It feels like you don't hear about it or see it even on socials like you do compared to a footy game.
Yeah, I guess if Australia were in it, it'd be drenched. But you forget, like, there's billions of people around the world watching that, like, give a shit. But it was pretty good. We've got some prizes to give away.
We absolutely do.
Hey, 13, 24, 10. Did anything big happen on your weekend? Do you want to say anything to Melbourne? It's our third last week.
I mean, it's hard to beat hanging out with Dua Lipa in a club or seeing horny kangaroos fight.
True. I mean...
You and I have lived.
We had a great weekend. But 13, 24, 10, if you want to get some free stuff and have a yarn, call now. Good morning, Melbourne. It's the early show. What a stormy ass day. Now, let's go to the phones real quick. First, let's give Troy a prize before we unpack what he did, Jackie.
Troy, we're going to send you 6 bottles of wine from Zonzo Estate straight off the bat.
Perfect, thank you. That's amazing.
Troy, hey, what'd you get up to on the weekend?
I watched a bit of the UFC on the Sunday. New champion, Israel lost, so that was pretty interesting.
Does it freak you out? Question, does it freak you out in UFC when someone's knocked out and they keep pummeling their head? Why do they keep going after they've had enough?
Oh, 100%. I actually don't understand how half of them don't have brain damage.
I mean, I feel like later in life it will catch up. I only know about this UFC fight because Drake lost $2 million.
Oh!
He punted $2 million and the favourite lost. And he took to Instagram to cry about it, which is quite relatable when he's worth 250 mil.
That's amazing. So, Jackie, when you go to the races, you top up your sportsbet account with 50 and you're flat when you got nothing. Oh, Drake's down 2 million. So, good day, Troy. Did you have it at your house or did you go to a pub or something?
I just went to the local pub and just watched it down there. Not bad. Pretty good.
Are you rained out with work today or you all good?
Yeah, it's pretty wet. Yeah, in Port Melbourne, pouring down with rain. Pretty crazy.
Wow. Thanks, man.
Good weather report there from Lavinia. Rachel.
Thanks, Liv. What's Rach got first, Jackie?
Rachel, you photographed an engagement, and we're going to send you 6 bottles of wine from Zonzo Estate as well.
Oh, you're going to get me drunk. I got 6 bottles of wine a few weeks ago.
That's right. I'm a pusher.
So you got a dozen bottles of Zonzo just stashed away in the garage.
No, I've already drank half of them.
Yeah, see, I'm just trying to restock. I'm trying to help.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Mate, tell us about your weekend. What was the best bit?
The best bit? I went out for dinner with my boyfriend.
Where to? TGI Fridays?
Oh, missed out on TGI Friday. No, I missed out on, what's the other one called? The one
Pancake
that was
Parlour?
Friday. No, I went to a Italian restaurant in Rosanna called Zito. It's actually quite nice if you're in that area.
Beautiful. Now, you photographed an engagement. Was it near any bush? Because I'm told over the weekend the country was plagued by horny kangaroos.
Mate, I live in Manda. There are a billion kangaroos here. Didn't see any of them shagging. No.
Damn it.
Rachel, when photographing an engagement, is it the most staged, planned, set up thing? Like, do you stand there photographing them going, this is so, like,
Oh,
she's
no.
so nice?
It was a engagement party, not the actual proposal. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
No, I wasn't there for the proposal.
I know what you mean, Jackie. I feel like on Instagram, every engagement looks the exact same.
I know.
The exact
But then I stop
same.
and think to myself, am I just cynical and never going to find love and have a black heart and hate all of that shit?
It's probably a bit of both.
It's the Early Show with Dino, Jack and Ash. Get up and go.
On Nova 100.
As Ash enters the studio, we say congratulations. And Mace, we need some sound effects
Standing
over here.
ovation, if you like.
Well done, Ashley.
Thank you so much.
The Iron Man champion of Victoria. Tell us exactly what happened.
It's honestly a bit surreal. It was such an amazing day. The swim went ahead, so we got an email the night before to say the swim would be going ahead.
You're worried about contaminated water.
Yeah, because of all the flooding we've had recently. The bay isn't as clean as it could be, but the swim went ahead, so we were very excited about that. I was actually stoked with my swim.
Right.
Yeah, but because I haven't had much experience in the bay swimming, all of my training has been in the pool.
How far?
1.9k swim. Did that in 33 minutes.
And how was the water? Did you find it a bit murky? Was it okay?
Yeah. The visibility was very low. I could barely see my hand outstretched in front of me. So I had a moment at about the 700-metre mark where I got a bit overwhelmed. Yeah. Because it's quite full on. There's a lot of people around you. But
I did nippers, mate. I get it.
Yeah. Well, I've never done anything like that, so I had no idea.
It's scary.
Had a bit of a moment, but then got into a really good groove, and I was stoked with my time.
Don't feel sick from the water?
No, I feel
Great.
fine. Feel fine. Had a PB in the swim. Got onto the bike. It was a 90-kilometre ride. Conditions were great, though. There wasn't too much wind. It was meant to be really stormy on Sunday, but it was a beautiful sunny day.
How's your butt post-bike ride?
During the ride, it was going a bit numb. The lower back and sciatic and everything was starting to seize up a bit. But saw my parents in Mentone. They were at the front of their place waving at me, and then saw all my friends along the way, all the Iron Ryan crew along the way. Got onto the run. I was excited about the run because that's my strongest leg, so I was really excited to get into that, and it hurt way more than I thought it would. I was, hurting a bit. So that was a 21.1k run.
What?
Yeah, so ticked that off
madness.
In an hour 48, which isn't my best time, but not the worst. So I was happy with that.
What was your total time?
5 hours, 26 minutes.
Wow, that is
Jesus.
insane. And then throughout those 5 hours, like, what happens if you need to go to the bathroom?
Okay, so I went during the swim.
Okay, good.
And then on the bike.
No wonder the waters were murky.
Me and every other competitor went during the swim. And then on the bike, I was busting. And a lot of people actually opt to
just let it go
on the bike. And I just didn't have the ability to do that.
Wait a minute.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for holding on.
People piss themselves on the bike?
Yeah, like it's a strategic thing. So you're not wasting time in transition.
Yeah, but like, wouldn't that cause itching and all sorts of issues?
No, apparently not.
Sure.
Apparently
At least
not.
it'll warm you up a bit.
Well, and
One
you,
more
you
thing.
go,
What
and
if
you
it gets in your socks?
Well, a lot of people don't wear socks on the ride for that reason, so that they have dry socks on the run. So in the transition area, there was a bathroom, and so I wasted a bit of time because there was only like 2 cubicles. And there was a guy next to me. He's like, I'm going to go to that tree. So I was able to get into the loo real quick.
Yes. Thank you, tree guy.
Thank you, tree guy. And I did run past him on the run, and I was like, I've got to say I was jealous of your tree finding skills. So, yeah, that is a tactic a lot of people use.
And do you know my biggest takeaway that we talked about on air yesterday morning is in the photos you posted after, you looked brilliant, and I appreciated you still had a lash on.
Yeah, the lashes.
You looked full glam.
The lashes are stuck on my head. But
well done.
Every time I saw, like, my support crew, the Iron Ryan team, they were up and about, so it gave you a really great boost.
Okay.
But then I also saw people along the way that, you know, came out of the woodwork. They're from different parts of my life, like former housemates, friends. They were scattered along the course, like the partner of a girl that I do gym with. He was down there with his toddler. I'd never met him, but he recognised me and was cheering me on. So throughout the whole course, you've got all these people coming down, getting behind you. Like, it's kind of overwhelming.
Did you see Dino and I drunk on the picnic rug just in St Kilda?
I was looking for you guys and I didn't see you.
We had party poppers.
I was passed out. Jackie was just alive.
Yeah, the
I
goon
didn't
sack was
see
nearly
you.
empty, but we were there.
no.
Damn it.
Ash, it's an amazing feat.
It is.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank
Holy
you.
shit.
I really appreciate it.
Wow. Our third last week before we walk into the ocean and are never seen again, like Ash did. But you were seen again.
But I emerged from the ocean.
If you're just joining us, Ash finished Ironman, which is insane. Is that the right terminology? Ironman.
Well, half Ironman.
Yep.
Yeah. It's an Ironman 70.3.
And what's a full?
A full is a 3.8 kilometre swim, a 180 kilometre bike ride, and then a 42.2 kilometre run.
Like, that can't be good for you.
Well, this is why when I watched my boyfriend and his team do it in Cairns a few months ago, I'm watching them do it and I can't believe they're doing it. It's the most insane thing I've ever seen.
Speaking of insane, gang.
Far out.
That choo-choo train incident. Did anyone get killed in that?
No, there were
What?
2 drivers and they were uninjured. I think 16 carriages derailed. It was a 1.7 kilometre long freight train that came off the tracks because of flooding over the tracks at Inverleigh near Geelong.
Yeah.
And now that route is set to be shut for an unknown period of time.
That's a big trade route.
It's a huge trade route.
Do you know?
Man, did you see the photos of it? It looked like the biggest mess.
It did, but there's a part of me, it's actually a really artistic photo. I was talking to my housemate about it last night.
Guess look.
I kept saying, like, I'd love that framed.
Christ!
You're sick. Why would you want that framed?
I know, people, as long as no one died.
Yeah,
but
no,
there's
no.
something quite, like, artistic about all of the carriages spread across the...
One of the officials who was interviewed about it described it as like a toddler had picked up their train set and thrown it up in the air, which is exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, there's kind of flowering in one section.
I don't know, there's just something about it that I'm like, it's
There's beauty in the
beautiful
chaos.
Yeah.
Imagine if you're any of those 2 drivers, either of those 2 drivers.
Listening to me.
And that shit happens.
I know.
Like, you look in your rearview mirror, that's some carnage.
That is.
So do we know what triggered the derailment?
The flooding.
Yeah, like-
So
because of-
that's just as simple as that's what can happen.
It
Far out.
Looked like some of the trucks sunk or something.
yeah. Yeah,
Man.
all the wet conditions are wreaking havoc on our infrastructure.
This flooding is full on. Any other news regarding the flooding overnight, Ash? The peninsula are copping it.
Yeah, they copped, well, Melbourne's west and the peninsula copped about a month's worth of rain in just a few hours. So the SES has been out in force, and I think the cleanup will obviously be continuing today.
Yeah, Safety Beach. Some of the footage I saw on Instagram, I've got a couple of mates down there, like people canoeing down the street.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus. Awful news regarding an AFLW player passing away.
Yeah, Heather Anderson passed away at the age of 28. We don't have a lot of details around her death, but the club has said it's, obviously a very sad passing, but also unexpected. So, it's not something that anyone saw.
Yeah. Is there any positive news, for God's sake?
Jeff Bezos has just given $100 million to Dolly Parton and
Thank God.
her various charities as part of his annual Courage Award that he gives to people doing great things.
That's good. We love that. And apparently, Pete Davidson is dating Em Radikowski.
What?
You guessed that.
Thank you. Did I not guess that?
You guessed that. And do you know what? Is it Celebrity Spell Check?
Demois.
Or I'm pretty sure Celeb Spell Check, which is another Instagram.
Yeah, like an Australian account.
They announced that a few days, or suggested that could happen a few days after you did. And then it got me thinking, is Jack Celeb Spell Check?
Do you know how many people over the COVID thought I was Celeb Spell Check? Do you know that Instagram account that was like revealing dirt and secrets about like influencers and celebrities in Australia?
And they also spell check them. So if they do a post and it's riddled with spelling mistakes
They sass them.
or clearly has just been a PR copy paste.
Oh, well, Jack's not are you a grammar nut?
Yeah, a
Yes,
little bit.
He is.
Yeah.
He is. He calls out man
And
all the time.
I messaged my friends last night, 2 people. I'm like, it's not hard. Reread your stuff. And then they went out over COVID, this person that was like getting people in trouble. I think I knew a few people that threatened legal action.
Yes.
They revealed they were from the Mornington Peninsula.
Yep.
I was like, oh, stop.
Wow.
And there's a few other things they talk about that align very closely.
One
with
that
you
does
two.
sort of give it away is that they're a female.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
Or are they?
I guess one thing's for sure is that Pete Davidson and Radikowski won't last. Ba-ba-da-ba. He's got a track record.
And someone came out over the weekend and said he's got a 9-incher.
What?
Yeah.
I wonder what tat he'll get for M. Oh. You know how he gets ink?
Like just a beautiful portrait of her face.
Anna, good morning. How the hell are you anyway?
I'm devastated.
Why?
You're leaving me.
Yeah.
Anna.
I'm finally doing my doctor's degree and my medical degree, and Ash is staying, and Jack is...
I've been turning into a full-time club promoter.
Jack's becoming a club promoter.
And it's okay. You can message us on Instagram and stuff, and you can listen to old podcasts.
And you can get cheap drinks from Jack on the nightclub circuit.
And also,
Whoa.
Ash will still be here.
Oh, good. I'm glad. And congratulations, Ash. What a wonderful
Thank you.
effort for your choice on the weekend.
Oh, thanks so much, Anna.
Yes, Anna. All right.
I'm
Anna, we're
sorry.
going to send you a beautiful deluxe gift pack from Panna Organic for your kind words.
Not shabby. Now, Sue, you want tickets to our farewell show, is that right, Sue in Bentley?
Oh, got to come and say goodbye to you guys. I mean, still not happy about it, but definitely need to come and say goodbye.
I'd love to wrap my arms around you, Sue.
Same. Sue, we will send you a double to our Chrissy Seven Brownie's big goodbye we announced yesterday, Ash. It's happening at the Corner Hotel on Monday the 28th.
How exciting. See you there, Sue.
Sensational. I'm putting in for the morning off and I arrive in 5 minutes. Thank you,
Hey,
guys.
Sue, don't drive, if you know what I mean, to the party.
Bring booze as well, Sue.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
Actually-
I'll be there. Don't worry.
Actually, it's the morning. That's insane talk. Hey,
That's our last week.
Good point, Jack.
Mimosas.
Yeah, but...
It's the early show with Dino, Jack, and Ash.
Morning, Melbourne. It's the early show. Hope you had a good night, whatever the hell you did. 13, 24, 10 as always. We've got some prizes to give away. How you guys going?
Good. Feeling fresh after your little event last night, Dean.
Oh, yeah. Had a few people at a cinema in Hawthorne at Lido. How flash is Lido Cinemas? If you haven't been there, if you've never had a reason to go there, it's like a flash little boutique cinema. I wouldn't say little, but they got the best damn choc tops in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Best in Melbourne.
Come
That's
on.
a big call.
And when you go up a level, there's little circles in the floor, which I really enjoyed, where you can see down to the next floor.
Yeah,
So it feels like you're going to fall down it.
And this was to see the
Yeah.
final 2 eps of your Childish Dino.
Yeah, my little cartoon.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's not bad. It was went
It was
well.
awesome.
Did you get a standing ovation?
No, well, hey, let's not get crazy. But
Yeah, we should have stood up for you, actually.
what the hell?
Do you know what?
You didn't stand up for him?
Yeah, no, that's upon reflection,
You didn't
bad
stand
by
up for
us.
the creative genius that is Dino.
I'm
bastards.
going to blame the seats at Lido, though, because I was extremely comfortable. I would have happily sat there and watched the whole series.
Yeah, we should have just put on Con Air after.
Yeah.
Con Air.
Brought in a couple of more bottles of Prosecco and we're sorted.
Yeah, and got a bit loose, lock the doors,
Yeah.
take our shirts off,
Is
sort of
Con
thing.
Air Nick Cage?
Oh, yes.
Why? Oh, I don't know why you'd ever opt to watch a Nicolas Cage film.
Ash. We then went to Max Gorn's new bar.
Yeah.
To suss that out. That was cool. I sent him a photo of us arriving there because we're only there for probably about 45 minutes or an hour for a drink. And as I walked out, he messaged and goes, "Oh, did you stay in? You should have said I would have paid for everything." I'm like, "Oh, thanks, mate."
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, cool.
All right, Maxie. Hey, Max will be at our final ever show, outside show, Jackie.
Maxie can't make that, so he'll be in studio this Friday.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, to say farewell. It's 7:40 if you want to pop that in your calendar.
We'll get to see that giant, friendly man. Don't move. We'll take your calls next. Good morning, Melbourne. We'll catch up with the news as well. It is the early show. Nova 100. Hey, in America, Donald Trump might be making an announcement again, Ash, which is...
Yeah, so all eyes are on Mar-a-Lago in Florida today because Donald Trump looks set to announce that he'll run for US president again in the 2024 election. So he's been teasing that he's going to make a big announcement. So all the news crews are out at his estate there. Obviously, his last term was fairly contentious. We've had the riots on Jan 6. He's been impeached twice, even though he's never been convicted. There's a lot of fallout over his time as president. So it'll be interesting to see whether if he does run again, whether it'll get up or not.
Well, interestingly, so I'm a nerd for this stuff because Donald Trump made politics exciting. That's one thing he did do. So he said the last election was rigged.
Yeah.
And all the votes were fake and all that stuff. Anyway, this is if I'm boring you, you tell me. They had these midterms, right? And everyone that ran for re-election that said the last election was rigged lost. Mm-hmm. And he's kind of his political party is getting a bit poisonous for them.
Yeah.
So if he did run again, it might be a bit redundant because America seemed to have got a bit trumped out.
But in my mind, he has the same attitude that Kanye does, where he just plows ahead and he doesn't seem to be aware of his surroundings.
And as someone that's not super invested in politics, I live for this. Watching him throw everything he's got at it, do his stupid clips.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a dumpster fire.
But I love it.
It's entertaining to watch, but then you feel really bad for the people that are actual citizens of the country that he's running.
This is
when
true.
he was running it.
Like,
it was a mess.
But as long as he doesn't get in.
I'd be so stressed. Yeah, I wouldn't mind another shit show. Let's go for another round of clown town.
But it's great from afar. But imagine if you're living in that.
Stress.
And also with Truth Social, I've got a lot of questions because everyone keeps talking about this, but I've never actually seen a platform, seen what it looks like. Yeah. What's the interface?
Well, Jackie,
how do I sign up?
Well, there were so many issues with it.
When he got banned from Twitter, he made another social platform. That's what I'm talking about. So,
yes.
But the only people that see it are like the Trumpers, you know? But I'm with you. I'd like to see what it looks like.
Yeah. Is it like, are there filters? Are there emojis?
See if you can sign up, Jackie. I think
Please
you'd be a real voice on Truth Social.
The part that I love, though, is I saw on one of the news stations this morning. So there was a reporter in Florida at Mar-a-Lago doing the cross, announcing that, talking about how he's set to announce that he's going to be running again. And there's someone behind her holding a big fake news banner, like really getting into the shot. I'm like, she's reporting that the person that you're supporting is potentially running again. Like, it's just this assumption that all media is against him, even though she's just saying he looks like he's set to run again.
Yeah,
and this guy's like, fake news. It's like, oh, what? So he's not going to run again?
Man, fake news is such a funny invention. You can just say it to anything. What's my name?
Fake news.
What's my name? What's my name? Tell me
Zito.
Fake news. That's fake. Your news is fake.
I've just tried to sign up to Truth Social, okay? So I'm on the website.
Yeah.
And it says, follow the truth. Truth Social is America's big tent social media platform that encourages an open, free and honest global conversation without discriminating against political ideology. Then below, access denied. You cannot access truthsocial.com. Refresh the page or contact the server. It's going well, clearly.
Sign up and send old Donald J. Trump a dick pic, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Hollywood grub. Prison boy. Harvey Weinstein. You could have dropped any name in there. Harvey Weinstein's in jail, I guess, rotting away. In a recent report, Ash, one of his victims, who went through some really horrible shit, and that's not what we're focusing on here, because it's just messed up. But what she did reveal is, well, I'll let you take it.
So in court, she spoke about her experience or the allegations that targeting Harvey Weinstein, and she went into quite graphic detail about his genitals and described his penis as fish-like.
Now, all right, fish-like genitals. Let's unpack that. Scales, what are we talking?
She said...
Jackie's retching.
It was distorted in the testicles.
Yes, because a lot of people have described it as being like...
Lots of skin.
Like a turkey's beard.
I've heard I'm not sure if it's other victims that have come out and described it, but apparently it's quite...
An old leather wallet.
Crooked and bent like this. It's not all right.
Well, she was worried about contracting some kind of infection.
Oh.
Because it looked so horrific.
And so fish-like. Wow.
Whoa. Fish-like. Like, of all the ways to describe human genitals.
I feel like she'd be talking of this like the scent. I feel like that's what she'd be alluding to there, right?
Hasn't seen daylight, like it's been at the bottom of the ocean. Slimy?
Yeah, like under a bridge.
Under a bridge.
Why are we talking about this? This is so gross.
Yeah.
The whole thing's horrific.
Remember in New York, Dino?
Oh.
What happened in New York? Oh,
yes. Well, Jackie, if you're going to say that, if you're going to bring that up.
I get it. I get that sometimes
It feels like Jack has seen some fish like genital. That's what. No.
Where did you see the fish?
In a New York hotel room.
In some pants. Sharon, good morning. Shazla.
Good morning. I'm actually just ringing to share my very challenging hump day Wednesday. I've just got to work and navigated our horrendous roads, hit about 3 potholes, but that's okay. I survived them.
They're bad at the moment, Sharon. There's potholes everywhere.
They're horrendous. And in the dark, you can't see them. So
I feel bad for and this is a rare thing to feel bad about, but people with flash cars that hit a pothole, like when I hit it in the Swift.
the real low-sitting cars.
When I'm in the Swift, I'm like, bang,
car.
oh, well, I've had worse. But if you've got like a luxury car, you're like, I bought this flash car for this shit.
I'm like, bang, $7 grand.
$7,000.
No, everybody pulls for Jack.
They do, they're crying. Sorry, Sharon, back to you.
Spare a thought. Shaz, back to you. What else happened?
Well, I'm actually heading into work, which is under massive renovation, but I've had to leave my house. It's literally missing half an internal roof because it flooded yesterday in the rain. So, great.
Whereabouts are you, Sharon? Are you down on the peninsula?
No, I'm actually in Pakenham.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So you're still down southeast.
Shaz,
Either
look,
way, I've got an internal waterfall.
mate, the day can only get better, right? Surely.
Exactly.
We're going to send you, Sharon, to turn your day around. We're going to send you 6 bottles of wine from Zonzo Estate. Enjoy authentic Italian cuisine paired with the perfect
That's
drink at
awesome.
Zonzo Estate.
That's a much better improved hump day.
Love you, Shaz.
Sharon.
Take it easy. Con in Resi.
Good morning, everybody. How are we?
Good, brother.
Good.
What do you know? What do you got for us?
What do I know is I'm going to miss you guys like crazy because the morning show gets me through my day. I should say it starts my day. And even better, Childish Dino, yesterday's episode, Cheezels, best ever.
Hey, brother, thank you. If you've never seen my crazy little cartoon, you can. It's at Childish Dino on TikTok and Instagram. But Con, that's very, very nice. Con, what do you know about fish like genitals, Con?
I know if you've got fish like genitals, you should go not only see a doctor, but also go see a priest.
That's good advice, Con.
I like the cut of Con's juice.
Con,
we're gonna miss you, Con. I'm gonna send you 6 bottles of wine from Zonzo Estate, and as well, in celebration of Kygo's new album, Thrill of the Chase, I'm gonna give you a chance to see him at the Melbourne Showgrounds on March 12 for Palm Tree Music Festival. Visit teglive.com.au for tickets, but you've got tickets as well to a music festival, Con.
Get your glow sticks out, Con.
Nah.
We love you, Con.
Love you guys.
It's the Early Show with Dino, Jack and Ash. Get up and go.
On Nova 100.
How is everyone? Ashley, go.
Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm feeling good.
Jack,
I'm
go.
feeling good. Ever like 2% dusty after a dinner last night, but I feel good.
Jack went to a flash restaurant last night, Ashley.
Ooh, which one?
Francois.
Ooh.
A Melbourne institution. If you haven't been, I'd recommend going. Save your pennies and go. Save it for a special occasion.
Snails, Jack?
No, I've not tried. I've not tried them.
You went to a French restaurant and didn't eat snails.
But I had steak and frites and oysters, which were beautiful. And Dino, you played at Crown all day.
Yeah, we had our podcast Christmas party. JB, Campbell Brown, and a PointsBet Pummeroy, Brodie.
I love that you guys called a Christmas party when there's 4 of you.
Yeah,
it's
man.
like a lunch. It's a Christmas lunch.
It was a party.
What time did it start and what time did it finish?
Started at 12:30, Ashley, finished at 7:30. So, like, if you put that into context, it would have been like a 2 a.m.er, you know?
Yes.
It was a great day.
That's a decent stint. Who was best on ground?
Maybe Campbell, because we played... Because we're masculine morons, we had to have challenges, of course, you see.
Right, okay.
So
what did they involve?
10-pin bowling.
Yeah.
Which, it doesn't matter, but I won. It doesn't matter.
What was your name on the screen? Can you say it? Or
Mine was Dino, right? Okay. Brownies was Brownie. Brodie's was PointsBet. But for Campbell, I put in Trent Chode.
Hijinks.
I actually like that.
It's horseplay.
The word
That's
chode
great.
is just always funny.
Isn't it?
Anyway, Campbell got he cracked the shits because he kept missing this putt shot at Holy Moly. And then he smacked the ball so hard that it hit a turtle shell, a little plastic turtle shell, and flew across the room and almost killed a pensioner.
Wow.
no.
I can't see that from the man that got in fights over his AFL career.
Same, yeah. It's strange. And also, it wasn't his fault, he claims.
Oh, of course.
It was the plastic turtle on the course.
Of course.
Wow.
And then we went to the mahogany room. Now, for Brodie and I, a real thrill.
Oh, I bet.
But
Did you have to have a particular dress code to enter the mahogany room?
I just had like a nice knitted jumper. Campbell looked a bit dodgy, but JB got us in.
Yeah, okay.
But you have to give over like your driver's license when you go into the mahogany.
What?
Like physically handed over.
Physically handed over, they take some details, you know. They don't want any funny business going on in the mahog.
Yeah.
The only time I've ever had that happen was going into a nightclub in Cuba. They basically confiscated our bags going into the club, like our IDs, everything.
They took her bags,
They
Jack.
took your bags in Cuba. Wow.
And just watching rich people gamble is insane.
Wow.
It's thrilling, though.
They don't give a shit. Just dropping $1,000 and losing it and just going on to the next. Even when they win, they don't look happy.
No.
Yeah, okay.
When they win, they go, should have put more down.
I think
It's
that's
so strange, man.
Yeah.
called addiction.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
What else? So there, it was a great day.
How good.
Next, I want to talk about Jess Hoskins,
Yes.
the Richmond player who had something written on her shoulder strap. Good morning, Melbourne. There's a Richmond player in the AFLW, the great Jess Hoskins. She's a gun. She, on her shoulder strap, she had, I think, like war affirmations written down in Texter.
Well, a lot of people, when they're strapped up for footy, will have different things written on their strapping. Like it might be something tactical or a directive the coach has given them or something empowering, just to look at and remind them to do that thing throughout the game.
What would you have written on yours?
I don't know. Love, eat, pray.
It's eat, pray, love. You can't even get that right.
Love, eat, pray is just confusing.
Yeah, that's annoying. Eat, pray, love.
Yeah, but you don't want to be full on the food before you love, you know?
People are blowing up about what she wrote, what Jess has written on her shoulder strap. They're saying it's offensive.
Yeah.
Because she wrote, "Kill bitches."
Is that what she wrote?
Yeah.
So people are, why are people upset?
Well, I think people found it a bit aggressive.
But you're on the footy field.
You're on the footy field, and also I don't think you know the angle she's writing it from.
Absolutely.
So people that are getting upset or shocked about it, I think they're a bit naive.
I agree. And also in this big scheme of things, and like when these sort of stories pop up, I look at like what we need to tackle in the world right now. I feel like that's not something we need to make an issue.
No.
You know, like that's not, I can see how it's great clickbait and a great headline, but is that really something that we're going to...
She's not genuinely going to go onto the footy field.
And
kill
and murder
bitches.
people.
Yeah, it's metaphorical. Like, go hard.
It's like a G up for herself.
Yeah.
I would be intimidated though if I was playing on her and I saw that. Just
She's
sorta-
walking towards
just
you.
like sighted it on her shoulder. I'd be like, oh, cool.
Oh, dear.
How are you, Jess?
Yeah.
Sherry, would you ever write the words "kill bitches" on your arm?
Yeah, I probably would.
How are
I
you,
wasn't
Sherry?
calling about that. I was calling about Isaac Humphrey.
Oh, the basketball.
Yeah, we were going to get to that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's what I was calling about. But yeah, I would write.
No,
Sorry.
tell us, share us your thoughts on that.
First of all, get everyone up to speed, Sherry.
Well, he came out as gay, and he had contemplated committing suicide, which is horrific.
Yeah.
You never want that for anyone. And especially in the athletic world, I guess that's a very big stigma still, which it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
But the reason why I'm awake right now when my alarm's not supposed to go off until 8:56 this morning is because I follow my son's TikTok, and it's going off because all these kids are following what's happening with this, and they're relating to it.
Amazing.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So
in Australian sport, it's rare for men don't feel safe, or I think they feel like it would bring a storm upon them. Would that be fair, do you think, Jack?
I think so, yeah. I think I saw a comment on something last night on Isaac's video, and someone said, someone questioned, they were being nice, like, this is great, but why does it still matter? Why do we still have to do this and do it so publicly? And I think, as an openly gay dude, I think the thing is people think we're further ahead than we actually are.
Yeah.
And I think someone like Isaac in the role he plays in the NBL, him doing that, it's for himself, and obviously he struggled a lot, but I think as well for kids, I really think of kids like primary school age students and high school students. I think that's who it really affects.
Yep.
Because I think if you're at 40 or 50 now and you have an issue with that, I just think you're a dick and you're never going to change.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
And he did speak about how athletes are
Exactly.
leaders.
That's
for
who you
people.
look up to. So I think, and even watching the video of him announce it, I thought it was really nice. The boys got up, gave him a hug, and it was almost like, all right, what are we doing for training next?
Yeah, it's
like they were so nonchalant and clearly
It was a
love him.
non-issue
It
for
was a
them.
non-issue. But I think the most important part of this, as Sherry was speaking to, is for kids and for high school kids. Because I don't know, putting my 10-year-old Jack shoes on, it probably would be nice to look up and see an NBL player. And also I think there's a lot of work that needs to be done in the AFL, because obviously that's sort of our main code in sport.
I honestly think a lot of kids just don't care about it anymore. They're used to it. They're used to kids, transitioning. They're used to kids doing whatever, but it's more so their parents or stuff that's being thrust on them that actually putting them in a difficult spot.
And
but
Jack, when you talk about those 50-year-olds that go, oh, why do we have to do this? They're the same people that go, why do we need a pride round? Well, this is the exact reason.
This is why. And Sherry, you make a really good point there, because, I mean, I'm 25 now, so I'm probably not as connected with kids now. But you're probably right. They probably do. They are just more, it's normalised now, as it should be, because it is. But that's really nice to hear that it's almost kids now seeing that can educate their parents.
Absolutely.
And be like, it's cool.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
He did say as well in the same press conference, I'm going to kill bitches. He did not.
No,
He did not. That was a Richmond AFLW player. Sherry.
It was lovely. It was lovely, and it was, I hope it continues to spread, because that's exactly what we need, and it shouldn't even be a thing, like you guys said, but it's going to continue to be one for a while, unfortunately.
It's beautiful.
And I think for Isaac as well, I've met Isaac a couple of times, and I think he has had struggles. So there was that big part of it.
Yeah.
For him to sort of release that sort of those demons and have the world know, which would be an incredible feeling.
Right on, man.
Good on him.
Sherry, thanks for calling. We've got something for you.
Yeah, we're going to send you, Sherry, a deluxe gift pack from Panna Organic, and we'll also throw in a $200 Makeout Meals voucher. Makeout Meals delivers meal kits with recipes by top restaurants like Entrecôte, Mamacita, Easy Peasy, and more.
We're going to Healesville now, and a lady who's Hayley, her name is, her favourite catchphrase is... Kill bitches!
Yeah, it actually is. I was just calling up because I actually play footy myself in the local league. And it is so common to see the phrase kill bitches on all of girls' pages when they're playing. I know I don't necessarily say kill bitches, but I'll put the number I'm targeting on there, or that I've got to, sort of follow and stop and shut down. But it's so often that you see kill bitches or kill this certain number or... hard tackles or something like that. So it's so common.
See, I find the number written down more intimidating, because I know if I saw that number my number written on someone else, I'd be shitting myself.
It's like on Billy Madison when that guy's got a list of people he wants to kill.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing.
It's kind of the whole point, though. Because, if you see a number on someone, it's all a mind game. That might be not the number that you're actually targeting, but you know that it's a mind game for them, and then they're going to, poo their pants, and they won't come anywhere near you.
Tactical.
They're going to poo their pants.
It's a lot of different tactics. Yeah, 100%.
Hayley, we're going to send you a deluxe gift pack from Panna Organic for that insight. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, guys.
Bye. Let's go to America. And Donald Trump got up on a podium yesterday and said, I'm running again. And so it begins. The world's greatest reality TV show. It's going to be a real shitstorm. But Ash, what happened at his rally where he announced this?
Yeah, so he made the big announcement at Mar-a-Lago, which of course is his estate in Florida, which was also raided by the FBI, of course.
Mar-a-Lago.
Here he is. Donald Trump's just walked in. There was, of course, a lot of faces that we're familiar with, his family members. There was an Aussie face we're very familiar with, though. Gina Reinhart was spotted in the background of a selfie taken by Eric Trump.
What is going on?
I mean, I feel like there's probably no surprises that she's there, but the best thing about it is she has no idea that she's in the photo.
Mm-hmm.
She's looking up to the left, and it looks when you see it looks as if Eric's almost posed so perfectly just so she fits in between his and is that his wife?
Yeah.
She looks like a
face.
thumb.
Yeah, but they've really posed her right in there. It's like it looks intentional, which it's obviously not.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
It just shows she was in the thick of it too. It's not like she was off in the crowd somewhere. She's with the core people.
She's front row.
Even the American racists are jumping off Trump. And old Reinhardt's behind his son. What's going on here?
I don't know.
Gina's like, I'm getting on my G6 and heading to Mar-a-Lago.
Heading straight to Florida. The other thing that we saw happen yesterday was that Ivanka, Donald Trump's daughter, has decided to pull out of politics. She won't be supporting him in this particular run for the White House. So I think that also says a lot.
The trauma she would have gone through for the first time.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Melania looks surprisingly well. She's got a nice blouse on.
I really thought Melania would have gone a separate way by now.
Yeah.
In Dave Chappelle's Saturday Night Live monologue, he said Melania looks like someone that James Bond would sleep with, but not date.
That's so true.
That's a good summary.
What are you doing, Gina?
But yeah, what are you doing, Gina? And also Trump. There's no chance, right?
I'd say no, but who knows, man?
I said no last time.
I know, but I feel like this time there's way more of a no chance.
We've had lessons.
He's got competition now.
Yeah.
Another dude. What the hell?
I know.
Everybody needs good news. You reckon Kylie Minogue just must be like, oh, why did I waste my time saying those 4 words for that final episode?
Yeah.
She would have been paid a pretty penny for those 4 words, though.
I don't reckon she would have been
This is
paid.
crazy.
You don't?
No.
This is nuts.
It's insane. And also so exciting for the cast and the crew and
Did you see the little video? I've grabbed some audio of the little video that went up on
I did.
overnight.
It was a bit cute.
Let's go.
Tony, have you heard the news?
What is?
We're coming back on Amazon Freevee.
Oh, it's cool. Hello, mate. What's that all over your face? And on your head.
Oh, well, it's nice to see you too.
More to the point, Paul, we're coming back on Amazon Freevee.
You haven't told us when.
How does the second half of next year sound?
I'm there for me. Yeah. Paul?
Hang on, gonna have to check my diary. All right, I'll make myself available. Happy?
There you go. Hey, we're coming back. We're coming back. We're coming back.
Now, we should say the new season will be filmed entirely on an iPhone, and those characters, those actors are playing all of the characters.
And it'll be filmed on the Love Island set.
Yeah.
Stefan Dennis clearly is still on a holiday somewhere and couldn't fly back in time. He also has aged about 15 years in the 2 months since they've been off.
And he's got wavy Richard Branson hair.
So 1.48 million people tuned in to the final episode.
In Australia?
Yeah. So, no wonder they've gone, all right, let's get...
I don't think they'd ever get numbers like that again, though.
No.
I think the reason is because of Amazon.
I wonder what the backlash was from the people of foggy London. English people love Neighbours.
I was going to say...
They rioted,
That's where... I think
they rioted. the soccer hooligans just went nuts.
What's it called? Freevee. Amazon Freevee.
Look,
it sounds like a kid's toy.
Right.
It's a bit weird.
A few other things, yeah.
But crazy.
I'd say, it makes you think, obviously over there, I think they'll get a heap of subscribers in the UK for that. But in Australia, I can't imagine, not to be negative, but how many people are subscribing to Amazon Prime just to watch a new series of Neighbours.
Yeah, this is wild. Good on the actors. They'd be chuffed.
Well, and I wonder if the reboot will have a different feel to it.
Well, yeah, production values-wise.
Yeah, in terms of production value, whether there'll be different script writers, so if it'll have a different flavour. It'll be interesting to see.
I hope they use some of the same crew because it would be nice for them to... I imagine a lot of them would probably be out of work or still trying to find work. But it's like the Kardashians when they moved to Hulu or Disney Plus in Australia. The production value is so much better.
Yes.
The cameras are so much nicer. The drone shots are so much nicer. It's really improved it and taken it up a notch. So if they do that and give them some new equipment, it would give it a new lease on life.
Real finesse.
I want it to get the whole tone of it to get dark and spicy. Now it's on a streamer. I'm talking Toadfish goes Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
Susan Kennedy just chucks out the C-bomb.
I was going to say lots of swear words.
That's what it needs. Some swear. Just a good F-bomb every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Susan Kennedy needs to get like full Bergen.
Yeah.
With Kill Bitches written on strapping on her
Ash,
shoulder.
Yes.
Yeah, good idea.
Can you text Jess Hosky now and ask her for that bit of tape?
Wow, yeah.
Teed up. We can make it happen.
I truly, I didn't even get a whiff that this was going to happen.
No.
I thought, to put all that effort into wrapping it up, I really did not think this was going to happen.
I completely agree. My last thought a couple of days ago to the, I think I said it to Brodie or Tom, I was like, I wonder how many Neighbours cast members will be in next season of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Because I could probably get a solid 3 or 4.
Mate, the whole Ramsey street.
Yeah.
Drop them all in the jungle. I've been sitting on this story since Tuesday, so
What?
I finally get to bring it to you.
Big.
A
This
US
is huge.
teacher and her husband have lost their school jobs after they recorded naughty videos in her classroom.
Oh, yes.
This happened over in Arizona in the States.
Well, first of all, are there any victims here?
Really, in the US, they're so big on litigation. I feel like you do anything, they're like, I'm
Well,
going to sue you.
Little Jimmy was in detention and have to watch.
Oh, no.
Hey,
Poor Jimmy.
That's what happens when you misbehave, little Jimmy.
It's part of the punishment, mate.
You watch your teacher make love.
Can that be a childish Dino narrative?
No.
It'd take it to a whole nother level.
A year 8 teacher in Arizona, she used an alias on OnlyFans, Chloe Carter, both with K's.
Yeah.
To upload X-rated content because she said that she wasn't making enough money from her teaching salary to live and make ends meet. What, do you ever see? What's yours, mate?
No, I'm just saying.
You said that way too passionate. I get it.
Like, she's just struggling as a teacher. She's just got to get a couple extra bucks somewhere.
She's trying to get ahead.
She's trying to get ahead.
Trying to give head. No, trying to get ahead.
Get ahead, yeah.
And she thought she was okay because A, she used this fake name, Chloe Carter, and B, I didn't know you could do this on OnlyFans. She blocked out the state of Arizona from
location,
her account. So anyone in Arizona couldn't access her account. Therefore, you'd think no other teachers are on there, no parents would see it, no students. Well, unfortunately, her students somehow got a hand of it and sent it around the school.
Oh, dear.
Whoa.
And then parents and teachers found out. Her husband, who works at a local school nearby, he's a 4th grade teacher, Dylan. He also took part in the production. And I don't have an issue with it because they waited till a Saturday to go into the classroom.
And they mopped up.
And
they needed a set. You need a set.
And also, there's nothing like, exactly, and there's nothing like the element of role play. So who cares if they're husband and wife? The fact is they could play teacher and naughty student.
Yeah.
Can I see them?
Yeah, I want to see.
Do they look like porn stars?
She doesn't. And in this photo, she's got a lab coat on. Like she's not your traditional. She's not what I'd call traditionally sexy.
Oh, so she's like a biology year 8 teacher.
How interesting. So what, they did this for the purpose of releasing onto porno sites? OnlyFans?
Just OnlyFans.
Sorry,
So
gotcha.
you have to be pretty unlucky. But my favourite part of this whole story is the name of the school that she works at.
Yeah.
Oh, yes?
Thunderbolts Middle School.
Wow.
That's fake.
Poor Chloe.
Oh, I mean, like you said, it's a victimless crime.
Yeah. And also, I may have seen a video where the scenario is is a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're finding classrooms.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Like, it doesn't reek of I may have seen one.
Yeah.
It didn't reek of...
Pop to your head.
It didn't reek of a set.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
So maybe they do really use these classrooms.
I'm just saying, take a look at your workplace and think, can we have sex here?
Yeah, right.
This bench is sturdy.
A lot of cameras.
Like most of my major events in my teens, I wish I could do a do-over. Schoolies was one of them. I acted like a peanut, probably drunk too much. Mm-hmm. Had fun, technically.
That's what you're meant to do.
Do you have anything that sticks out in your head that you think, oh, I wish I didn't do that?
Yeah. We stayed at my friend's Nan and Pop's house in a beachside place, and we tried to hotwire their boat.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So we took apart the console. What little dickheads.
Surely the keys would have been inside the holiday house somewhere.
Ash, we looked. And then
it's more like it's more satisfying knowing you've hotwired it though, and done it without the keys.
But what do 17-year-olds know about hot wiring? We think it's gone in 60 seconds and we know how to get it.
That was going to be my next question. Had you guys taught each other how to do it?
Mate, no.
Did anyone know how to work on a car as a starting point?
No. We just thought you had to find wires and make them spark.
Yeah.
What dickheads?
And
what
back
do you guys
then
do?
you wouldn't have had YouTube to search it and learn how to do it. Because nowadays I reckon it'd be pretty easy for a 17-year-old to hotwire something.
That's a good point.
Jump on YouTube or the dark web and learn how to do it.
The information would be there.
Jack?
I was a beauty school dropout. I didn't get a schoolies.
Why?
Because I didn't do year 12.
Oh, gotcha.
So I saw all my mates go and do it. Tom, who we work with, I think they all went to the Gold Coast or Byron.
Could you have just jumped on the train?
I was going to say, surely you would have had friends that were...
I know, but I was being a good boy studying media.
Nerd alert!
I know.
Hang on, this is a real role reversal here.
Don't worry, I went out underage my whole high school years.
Oh, good on you.
Well, Jack was corrupted when he started working here.
This is very true.
Correct. I've had schoolies every weekend for the last 7 years has been schoolies here. What about you?
He starts out an innocent boy with his Nova Boy head on and then moves straight into the bad books.
Before you're sure enough on YouTube, 5.4 million views. How to hotwire a car.
How long does it go for? What's the duration?
Duration is only 2 minutes, so you're going to learn quickly.
That's good.
And I feel like a boat would have a similar...
Oh, yeah, right. A boat's so similar to a car.
Oh, no, but there'd be similar themes.
What did you do for your schoolies?
Where I also went down the coast with a group of friends, like Lorne, I think it was.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, with a big group of girlfriends.
Did you wake up and do Pilates still at 6 a.m. every
Oh,
morning?
No, I had a fake ID.
Oh, Ash.
Yeah.
Your sisters?
Yes.
I'm impressed by
Yeah.
that. You
It was I actually
laughing.
struggled getting in with my real ID more than I did my sister's. Like when I did eventually tick over, places were like, no, this isn't you. I'm like, I've been coming here for years.
I've been using a fake ID for the last 4 years, Roy, and you've let me in. Moron.
Yeah, Roy, show me some respect.
I know. No, it was a lot of, it was a lot of fun.
And you use that ID to buy some Malibu.
Obviously, Passion Pop was only $2 at the local IGA, so that got a red hot run. We were down there a lot.
I never thought I'd say this, but kids out there going to schoolies, party, don't get me wrong, but maybe take it 20% less.
Yeah.
Go 20% less hard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just 20.
Because you can still have plenty of fun.
Correct.
Just scale it back a little bit.
Well, listen to us.
Don't end up on the project.
No.
On the streets of the Gold Coast. That's when you know you've taken it too far. When you're mooning Tommy Little trying to
like 20,000 school leavers are expected on the Gold Coast from this weekend.
Putrid.
Imagine
disgusting.
being on a holiday there and realising you haven't timed it well. You think you're going on a nice holiday and you've arrived on the Goldie when schoolies is on.
Who's going on a nice holiday to Broad Beach, though?
No, but there's other parts of the Gold Coast.
Oh, well, good luck, schoolies. We'd love to know what you got up to on schoolies, Matt and Cheltenham.
Yeah, morning. How are we?
Good, man.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I've done something bad here, guys.
Oh, no.
Okay.
What have you done,
It's
Matt?
a safe space, Matt. Tell us.
Well, I've actually booked flights to the Gold Coast tomorrow with the family. I had no idea about schoolies. I totally forgot all about it.
I told you this can happen.
Oh, Matt. Whereabouts are you staying? Don't tell me you're staying in, like, Broad Beach or something.
I'm staying in Surface, yeah.
Matt, I'm so sorry.
How many kids you got?
I've got one baby. He's 7 months old. So.
Right.
I'd air task a nanny, get the 7-month-old looked after, and you and your partner just go and behave like schoolies. I feel like that's the only way that you're going to have a good time and embrace the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Go and be a schoolie.
If you can't beat them, join them.
Absolutely.
You're essentially taking that kid to the zoo, man.
Well, you get that.
Matt,
Nothing you do about now.
Good luck. Let us know how you go next week if you're back.
10 days.
Actually, no, Matt, can you please observe some stuff and just put it in your notes on your phone and call us when you get back?
I can do that for you.
Done.
Oh, Matt, we're going to send you I'm going to send you a family pass to the Melbourne Zoo as well, so that when you come back, your child can have a nice experience, not the Gold Coast during school.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Matt. Zoe, what was your schoolies experience?
I decided not to go.
Mm-hmm.
It was really not a scene I wanted to be part of, and I actually have no regrets about that.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
If it wasn't your thing, you would have probably felt anxious and shitty anyway.
I agree.
Yeah, I didn't want to spend the money to just be miserable.
And power to you for knowing what is your jam and what's
Agreed.
not. I feel like a lot of people would get swept up in the hype around
What did your mates do? Where would you have gone?
Some of my mates went up there, but I think a lot of us, we just sort of did like Phillip Island and was just a bit more chill.
Right,
Oh,
so
good on you.
people here in Victoria, they do domestic schoolies.
Yes, yeah. I think Lorne's massive.
Yeah.
Phillip Island's massive for it. Even there's crews that go down and I know people that rent big Airbnbs down in like Sorrento.
Yeah.
Like that's a heaven weekend. Hey, Zoe, we're going to send you a $200 Make-Out Meals voucher. Make-Out Meals delivers meal kits with recipes by top restaurants like Entrecôte, Mamacita, Easy Peasy, and more. Have a good weekend.
Well, thanks very much.
Ash, finally, you got 30 seconds to tell your anecdote.
Oh, am I doing this on air?
Yeah.
What's this?
I accidentally glassed my friend on schoolies.
What?
She got some alcohol in her face because it was being poured off the balcony, and I went to help her to splash some water on her face, and it slipped out of my hand and shattered on her face, and I concussed her terribly.
You never cease to amaze me.
It's the Early Show with Dino, Jack and Ash. Get up and go.
On Nova 100.